Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Sunday morning. As always, a coffee kind of morning. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm back. I haven't been able to have any internet since Friday as my modem just up and died. It's weird. I went to work Friday morning. Everything was working great. Came home and it was dead. No power. And to upload something on data is just way too long. So I loaded something this morning that I had recorded yesterday. So that should be up and in the air now. And I'm just going to do this one today as well, just to catch up on what I wanted to do this weekend. And I'm here today to talk about a band that I've known of forever. I've known other big hits. I just didn't know them as a band, and I kick myself that I haven't, because their deep cuts are just so good. We're talking about Thin Lizzy. Thin Lizzy, remarkable stuff. Yeah, deep cuts. I mean, a lot of these bands have great hits, but it's the deep cuts that really get me. And so far, I'm loving everything I hear about these guys. I only have 5 albums from them, so I don't have their complete discography, but I've got kind of the core. At the same time, it's hard to find some of their stuff, like Armed and Dangerous. I can't find, or either it's that or it's way too expensive. So their stuff is out there. It's just they're just so high priced now, or it's not released. So I'm sad about that. But I digress. Irish rock band formed in Dublin in Ireland in 1969. Combination of hard rock and blues and some psychedelia, as well as some traditional Irish elements, which is cool. Of course, that huge single, Boys Are Back in Town, really good stuff. But again, you hear it over and over again. It gets kind of redundant, and you lose interest in it. But Phil Lynott, the lead singer, and amazing bassist as well. I think he's underrated as a bass player. He's just so good. One of the founding members of the band, singer-songwriter, lead singer, again, as I said. First Black Irishman to have some success as well. I love their sound. I love his writing. Just remarkable stuff. Unfortunately, he passed away in 1986 with pneumonia and heart failure as a result of just too much drug use. And we lost him way too early. The band's still going in different elements of members, but what I have is kind of the core of the late 70s, early 80s stuff. Again, I only have 5 of their albums, but I need to find more. I can't find Jailbreak anywhere, which sucks, either on CD. So I've got to go maybe to a used place and see if I can find a used copy of it. And again, Armed and Dangerous is just way too expensive. It's a I can't remember what it's called. It's a complete edition or something. It's got a whole kinds of stuff, but it's up there in price. But I do have Fighting. This is the U.S. cover of Fighting. Okay, it's on the Mercury label. Their 5th studio album by the band, 1975 release. 2 great guitar powers in this one. You got Scott Gorman and Brian Robertson, twin guitars. Rosalie, they did a great cover of Rosalie by Bob Seger on this one. Also, For Those Who Love to Live, Suicide, Wild One, Fighting My Way Back, King's Vengeance, Spirit Slips Away, Silver Dollar, and Freedom Song, and Ballad of a Hard Man. Yeah, so good. So you've got Brian Downey on drums and percussion, Scott Gorman on lead guitar and guitars, Phil Lynott on lead vocal, bass guitar, and acoustic guitar, Brian Robertson on lead guitar and guitars and backing vocals as well. Really good album. Really loving these albums that I'm late to discover. But yeah, the UK cover is a little different. Still shows the band on the front. It's just a little different design. Then I've got Bad Reputation. Shows only 3 members on here. The 4th member, Brian Robertson, the guitarist, hurt himself. He got into a fight and hurt himself. Hurt his hand, so he couldn't play. But cool inner jacket. This one, again, is on that Mercury label. Did I say Warner Brothers earlier? I meant the Mercury label. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. But you got Soldier of Fortune. Cool track. Bad Reputation. Opium Trail. Southbound. Dancing in the Moonlight. Another great track. Killer Without a Cause. Downtown Sundown. That Woman's Gonna Break Your Heart. And Dear Lord. Yeah, another great one. You got Brian Downey on drums, Scott Gorman on lead guitar and guitars, Phil Lynott on bass guitar, vocals, and string machine and harp, Brian Roberts on the lead guitar and voice box and keyboards on, I believe, 3 of the tracks, again, because he hurt his hand. Tony Visconti on recorder, it says here. But yeah, great album. Got some room wear on here, but the vinyl sounds awesome. And then I just picked up these 3 CDs, or had these delivered. I shouldn't say picked them up. Had these delivered. This is Chinatown. Love the design on that one. Chinatown is the 10th album by the band. Pretty basic as far as what's in the... Nothing special about it. But... this is on the Vertigo label. First one to feature Snowy White on guitar, who replaced Gary Moore. Which I got to get some Gary Moore stuff. I don't have any Gary Moore stuff with Thin Lizzy. Also, 18-year-old Darren Wharton on keyboards. 18 years old. Imagine, huge band like Thin Lizzy, and this 18-year-old guy joins up. You also got Phil Lynott, of course, on bass and vocals, Scott Gorman on guitars, Snowy White on guitars, and Brian Downey on drums. And it features We Will Be what the heck is this one? We Will Be Strong, Chinatown, Sweetheart, Sugar Blues, Killer on the Loose, Holland a Good Time, Having a Good Time. Sorry, this is all written in that weird font. Genocide, Didn't I, and Hey You. Plus, there's a line through the top when I couldn't read the track. And I'm still listening to this one because I just got it a couple days ago. But great album. Great album. Again, their 10th album by the band. Then we have Renegade, the 11th album by the band. Okay. Renegade, the last to feature Snowy White on guitar. It wasn't just his style. He liked more blues stuff, and Thin Lizzy can get pretty heavy at times. But you got Phil Lynott on bass and lead vocals, Lynott on bass and lead vocals, Scott Gorman on guitar, Snowy White on guitars, Darren Wharton on keyboards, and Brian Downey on drums. But Renegade is a pretty awesome album. A little more detail in this one. More of an actual booklet in here. There's a great dark photo of Phil. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, these guys can rock for sure. I love everything they put out so far. On this one, you've got Angel of Death, Renegade, the title track, The Pressure Will Blow, Leave This Town, Hollywood, Down in Your Luck, No One Told Him, Fats, Mexican Blood, It's Getting Dangerous. And then there's 4 or 5 bonus tracks in here. You got Trouble Boys, which is a single, Memory Pain, which is a single, Hollywood, Down in Your Luck, extended version, Renegade, edited version, and Hollywood, which is a 7-inch promo. But wonderful, wonderful album in Renegade. And the last one is Life. As I said, I can't find Armed and Dangerous that's not close to $200. It's unbelievable, crazy. So I got to try and find a cheaper version of it. But this is Life or Live, whichever way you want to say it. The album's called Life. It's a live double album, which is so far I've listened to this one daily since I got it. Released in '83, recorded in the on the farewell tour, mainly at the Hammersmith Odeon in London. And you got some guest guitarists on this here as well. Eric Ball, who played during the 1969 to 1973 years, plays. Brian Robertson, 1974, 78, and 78 to 79, comes in for an encore. Gary Moore, 74, 77, and 78, between 78 and 79, comes on for an encore. At the end of each concert, they come on to play some tracks called the All-Star Jam, which is kind of cool. And it's a great, great album. You got Thunder and Lightning, Waiting for an Alibi, Jailbreak. They do a great version of Jailbreak. Baby Please Don't Go, Holly War, Renegade, Hollywood, Gotta Give It Up, Angel of Death, Are You Ready? Boys Are Back in Town, Cold Sweat, Don't Believe a Word, Killer on the Loose, Sun Goes Down, Emerald, Black Rose, Still in Love with You, and The Rocker. And again, everyone comes back and plays on some of these tracks. Not much in the liner notes, but just some cool photos here. But it's a great, great live album. Right at the end of their career, but they put their heart and soul into this one. Okay. And there's a cool photo there. So it's a double album. So you got this one here. And I don't like these. Never like these types of CD cases, but there's the other one there. And again, so you got Phil Lynott on bass and lead vocals, Scott Gorman on guitars and vocals, John Sykes on guitars, and Brian Downey on drums, and Darren Wharton on keyboards. Then Eric Ball comes in and plays on the rocker. Gary Moore played on the rocker as well. And Brian Robertson played on Emerald and the rocker. Snowy White played on Renegade, Hollywood, and Killer on the Loose. So really, really cool stuff. Great album. Great live album. So there you have it, guys. There's a mini look at Thin Lizzy. Again, they deserve so much because they're just a fantastic, fantastic band, and they were just remarkable for what they did. And their sound was unique as well. No one really sounded like Thin Lizzy. So I hope you enjoyed. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Love you all. We'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.